Well, now business news. The Sri Lanka China Trade and Investment Promotion Chamber, convening a press briefing yesterday, highlighted that it will reach a number of agreements with several Chinese councils over cooperation.
It added that the agreements will be reached at a forum organized for later this year, and the press conference was titled Sri Lanka Sichuan Business Matchmaking Conference.
The forum will be organized by the China Council for the Promotion of International Trade, Sichuan Council and the Sri Lanka China Trade and Investment Promotion Chamber.
The Sri Lanka China Trade and Investment Promotion Chamber, in collaboration with Northwestern Provincial Council, has organized a business forum with B2B meetings on the 1st December 2013. The visiting Chinese business delegations will cover, among others, the following business categories: household requisites, LED lights, food items, pharmaceuticals and medical equipment, textile and leather, furnishing, power generators, electronics, automobile spares, liquor, hardware, mobile phones, engineering projects, energy conservation, ceramic, raw materials and other merchandise. At this forum, the Chamber will sign cooperation agreements with China Council for Promotion of International Trade, Sichuan Council, Guang'an Council and Chengdu Councils, and all China Machinery and Electronic Machinery Chamber.
We are planning to achieve about $2 billion investments within the next 2 years. Our immediate meeting will be with 59 companies, and there will be about 112 delegates coming for the immediate meeting, and thereafter there will be more and more next year. So our target is for next 2 years will be about $2 billion US dollars. And people know what's the real situation in Sri Lanka, and about people talk so many facts, but actual investors knows the truth in what's going on in Sri Lanka, and they are willing to proceed and support Sri Lanka economy.
13 persons have been shortlisted for the V Awards, which is presented to those unsung heroes who render a voluntary service to the community.
Now from tonight onwards, News First will feature those who have been shortlisted for the awards.
V Awards 2013.
Janaki Devi Gunaratna is the very personification of selfless service. Janaki, who hails from Borulugoda in Avissavella, is considered a godsend by the people in this village. The embodiment of the altruistic spirit, Janaki's social service knows no boundaries. Among the many acts of philanthropy carried out by this amazing woman is the building of homes for families who would be left homeless otherwise. Janaki is also a great source of strength for these low-income families, providing for their children not just the material needs of clothing, shelter and education, but also boundless love and compassion. Janaki is also a foster mother to a girl from the village, taking over her upbringing and allowing her parents to fend for the family. Janaki's social service has now surpassed geographical boundaries, having built 50 homes for low-income families in Min area. A mother to all children, she sacrifices her time, labor and love for the less fortunate without giving a thought to self-fulfillment. Gifted with this generous gift, Janaki has become a mother for these struggling families, filling their homes with love and laughter.
Welcome back to the news. Sony Music Entertainment launched Music Unlimited today in Sri Lanka. Now, Music Unlimited provides music lovers access to millions of songs and videos available for download for a shockingly low price.
And News First, Mahinda Bongso caught up with Sridhar Subramaniam, President of Sony Music Entertainment for India and the Middle East, to find out more about Music Unlimited.
Good evening, it's nice to have you with us here. Now, you're in Sri Lanka for a very special purpose, and that is for the Music Unlimited launch that is going to be happening tonight, in fact. Speak to us a little bit about this launch.
Correct. So today at 9 p.m. we actually have Lanka, one of our international artists based out of Australia, who's playing in Colombo today. We're very proud to announce the launch of a unique music service called Music Unlimited, which is an interesting music business, because as we realize, most people now buy music on the phone, and and most people on the phone have pretty low balances. So we have economic business which says that, okay, you pay 10 rupees a day and you can download unlimited number of music, videos and songs every day as you want, as much as you want. And it's perfect. It has worked in many, many markets across the world. We're very happy, and I'm sure it'll work actually in Sri Lanka too. And it's got a choice of international music, Indian music and Sinhalese music. So it's a very, very special day, big day for us, and I'm really proud and happy to be here.
Why did you think of launching this in the Sri Lankan market? What was it about the Sri Lankan music industry or the viewers and the listeners in the Sri Lankan industry that really pulled you towards this market particularly?
Correct. I think Sri Lanka is a very interesting market. I mean, I personally like the country and I like the music that comes out of here. It's one of the fastest growing music markets in the region. I mean, we see it growing on an average of 20% year on year. Number two is it has a very vibrant and a thriving local music culture. It's got a lot of pop stars and lots of emerging bands that come out of this market, both for Sri Lanka as well as internationally. That's a good sign. The third thing is that we are seeing mobile phone penetration and the broadband and the smartphone penetration increase month on month, year on year. And we're seeing the youth today consuming music and videos on those phones. So if you put all of this together, I think Sri Lanka is absolutely ripe for a service like this.
Just talk to our viewers a little bit about how exactly you can go to this Music Unlimited site. How does the process work?
Correct.
In simple terms?
Simple terms. You just go, essentially you go to the website of each telco, and there will be a big banner which says Music Unlimited. You just click on that, and then and you can say, do you want to start subscribing to this? And you say yes. So that's it. So what happens is, you get charged 10 rupees and you get 24 hours to download as much as you want, as often as you want within those 24 hours.
Lanka, the Australian singer-songwriter who rose to fame with hits such as The Show, Everything at Once and Trouble is a Friend, is here in Sri Lanka for the launch of Music Unlimited by Sony Music Entertainment.
And Lanka spoke to News First Mahinda Bongso on her unique style of music.
I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Life is a maze and love is a riddle. I don't know where to go.
Now, you said that you started off acting, and you've also taken part in several TV series, some popular TV series like Spellbinder, Home and Away. So what made you really shift from a career in acting to a career in singing and songwriting?
Well, I think it was really because I wanted to be more creatively involved. Like when you're an actor, it really is just that one job that you're doing, and it's somebody else's story, and it's somebody else is the director, and it's not yours. And I wanted to be the one that was telling the stories and singing the songs, but also doing the visuals and really controlling the whole product. And it feels much more personal to me. I was feeling a little bit dissatisfied with only being the actor. I wanted to do everything. So that was really the reason, I think.
How would you define yourself as an artist, as a singer-songwriter?
My whole thing is about having a very strong inner child and keeping a sense of wonderment and optimism, and I really try to do that for myself and project that for other people as well. So from what I'm told, when people listen to my music, my fans, they say that it makes them feel more happy and that it's sort of uplifting, that my music is uplifting, and that makes sense to me because that's why I do it for myself as well. Like I write songs when I'm feeling down, and then I want the song to cheer me up, and it's almost like therapy for me. So it's kind of like this whimsical, childlike, almost like I sometimes call it naive pop. Like it sounds like it's made by a kid, and it's supposed to just make you feel full of hope and happiness.
And just enjoy the show. Just enjoy the show. Just enjoy the show.
The full interview with Lanka will be telecast soon on MTV Sports. Now moving on to another one of our local stories. Websites report that a 2.0 billion rupee debt sale by Sri Lanka's LB Finance has been oversubscribed and closed on its opening day.
That's right, Arundhati. Now, LB Finance, a registered finance company, offered debt paying 14% monthly 14.5% every 6 months and 15% debt paying annually. With that, we move on to sports news, which is in cricket. Sri Lanka are currently taking on New Zealand in the second 2020 international that is underway at the Pallekele International Cricket Stadium in Kandy. New Zealand, who were put into bat first, were 142 for 7 in 20 overs, with Luke Ronchi top scoring with an unbeaten 34 runs. Batting replies, Sri Lanka were 100 runs for the loss of 1 wicket in 12 overs, a short while ago.
Smashed away and it's gone! And Robert Potter picks up.
The Ministry of Sports says that it has reached an agreement with the National Olympic Committee for the betterment of the future of sports.
On Tuesday, the Ministry of Sports issued a communique slamming the operations of the National Olympic Committee. The respective communique states that the Ministry of Sports is prepared to respond as a nation to the letter directed to the International Olympic Committee by the national body citing political pressure. It also added that a 5-member delegation headed by the Minister of Sports will meet with the representatives from the IOC in Switzerland on the 27th of this month, as per the notification made by the IOC. However, issuing a communique today, the Ministry of Sports says that both sides have directed their attention towards the betterment of sports. The communique reads that a delegation from the National Olympic Committee had met the Minister of Sports last evening and thus reached an understanding. Secretary of the NOC, Maxwell De Silva, was accompanied at the meeting by Rohan Fernando, Diane Gomez, Major General Palitha Fernando and Deva Henry. However, Chairman of the National Olympic Committee, Hemasiri Fernando, did not attend this meeting.
And that's a wrap from the News First team for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Arundhati Mudarnayaka.
And I'm Shahin Rampati. We'll leave you with a look at tomorrow's weather forecast. Good night and take care.
News First at 9.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.